Hello there. This is Danish Khalil, Enabler's lead ambassador of Karachi. And today we have a very influential personality, very experienced guy, Norman Farrar. He is actually very experienced Amazon successful seller, actually 8-figure Amazon successful seller, as well as influencer marketer. And he has a rich experience in brand building of over 25 years. So we have Norman Farrar here, right from the Canada. So welcome you, Norman Farrar, on Enablers platform. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Great. Awesome. So Norman Farrar, the topic that we are going to discuss today is the hidden power of influencers. As we know that we are entering into 2021 already, and the next big thing that people would like to focus on for the marketing channel for Amazon is influencer marketing. This is the next big thing, influencer marketing. So Norman, how are you seeing things, and just a little introduction that you please give it to our audience about you, yourself, your overall experience regarding Amazon, so audience would know that what exactly are we going to discuss today from a very experienced seller.
Okay, so just a bit of my background is that I've been involved with e-com since 1995. That was my first site going up. I've had a wide variety of sites that came afterwards. Actually, I've had a print-on-demand site back in 1997 and got involved with a variety of different things. One of the things that came out of this was sourcing in China. So we were doing a lot of promotions for Fortune 500 companies, and we were able to, back 20 years ago, go over to China and start working over there, getting product together at a very low price. Things have all changed. Actually, it was Taiwan. Then it ended up opening up 2 factories in Taiwan and doing a lot of contract manufacturing, which led to sourcing, fulfillment, specialty packaging, which is so incredibly important, and just building up other types of technology companies. I was in Tampa, Florida for a while, and I opened up a tech hub over there that brought into the marketplace a few new technologies. But at the end of the day, what ended up happening is a friend of mine asked me to go to Las Vegas for an Amazon event. And during the event, I heard a doctor say, "This is too confusing. I wish I could just, beat the S&P, the stock market." And I overheard it, and I said, "Yeah, I could do that." I interrupted, and I said, "I can do that." And the guy talked to me for about 2 weeks, and after that, he had no idea what I was sourcing, how I was packaging, the name of the brand, but I put it up on Amazon, and it went really, really well. So my company started. And then from that, I have an Amazon managed service company. I have a web and SEO, social media company. I have a sourcing and logistics company that we started with an incredible guy that really knows his stuff. Then what ended up happening is I use press releases for all my launches. The press releases turned into content marketing, turned into a public relations company, and then finally a Facebook marketing company, which develops Facebook Messenger bots. So those are the companies that kind of all came together, and that's what I've been doing for since about 2013, 2014.
Wow, amazing. So what's your company's name? How do people find you and your company? How do they find you?
Probably the easiest way is Norm at AMZ, like short form for Amazon, AMZ.club, not .com. And the other way is to, go to Facebook, type in my name, and you'll see me there. If you message me, I do answer. It might take me a little while, but I do answer every question that's given to me.
Perfect. Thanks for a brief introduction and a brief experience that you have regarding Amazon so far. So how do you see what is an influencer marketing? How do you define, how do you explain this?
Sure.
In terms of digital marketing, in terms of like Amazon,
So first of all, people forget about influencers. And, you know, they hear about Kim Kardashians of the world or these, you know, high-end people that nobody can afford, but they don't understand that there's different types of influencers. And influencers can do a world of good. Like, just imagine this. I'm going to talk about this in a second, but imagine people buying your product because they love your product. Like, let's say you're in the pet niche. They buy your product because they're a pet owner and they actually love it, and they buy it and they promote it for you for free, not paying Kim Kardashian, you know, $1 million. That's what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about today. There is a slide called influencer tiers. If you want to pop that up, I'll go through those different tiers for your audience. If not, I could just go through it.
All right. Let me show it.
Sure.
All right, then. So,
all right, there it is. So the best way, the way that we found to get an influencer is to go to the smallest group, which are called either nano or micro influencers.
Yeah.
Now there's, like I put on the graph here, the lower, like if you're down below at nano and micro influencers, you're getting anywhere from a range of 1,000 to 10,000 people. And then micro is 10,000 to 100,000 followers. Yeah. As you grow, you're going to have way more followers. Like mid-tier is 100 to 100 or 250 followers. Then you've got mega influencers that can be 2.5 million to 5 million. Then you've got your celebrity status. The problem is every time you reach that next tier, the engagement goes down. And what you really want is to have engagement. You want people to comment on your brand and not like nice picture, cool. You want them to ask you questions. You want them to be part of your brand. So the higher you go up, the less engagement you get, the greater the cost. That's given. And then also the greater professionalism. So you've got to take that into account. But what people love is when they see the I call them candid shots. When people see real people using your product, like maybe a real chef using your chef knife, and it's not a professional picture, but it's just a really cool picture of somebody using it in real life, that has a lot more say a lot of the times than these bigger influencers that, you know, have a polished image of them with a knife in the background or something, you know, along those lines. So these are the 5 different types of influencers that we look at, or 6, and we concentrate on nano influencers and micro influencers. And the reason why we do that is because nano influencers have a big have a small network, but it could be family, it could be friends, it could be the network that your family and friends have brought. Now they've brought their friends and family involved, so it spreads like wildfire. And I'm going to give you some examples a little bit later on, but it really does spread like wildfire once you get into these networks. And then the micro influencers are a bit bigger, but you can reach out to these people and say, hey, would you like, you know, here's my brand. I love what you're doing. Would you like to, you know, would you like to have one of my products to test it out? Now, you can't do that at the celebrity status. You can't go to Kim Kardashian and just say, hey, here's my product. Just can you do it for me for free? It's not going to happen. So that's it. There's really that grouping, and we like the bottom grouping to go after. And here's something for free. Or here's a really cool tidbit, is that those bottom, the nano influencers, they do it for free a lot of the times, except for the product.
So how do you see the cost would go, like from micro influencers to the celebrity? How minimum to maximum you see the cost of influencers they would charge, and what are the terms and conditions of what they charge?
That's a really great question, because depending on the social media platform, you can have, if you had 1 million followers on Facebook or Instagram, you could pay a lot of money. You could pay $1,000, $3,500, $7,500. You could pay thousands. If you go to the celebrity, I mean, you could pay much more. You could pay 25 grand, 75 grand just for somebody having it in the background. Or I can give you an example. This is cool. So my partner at the chat agency, he paid some really high-end YouTubers to use his product. Okay, so they were swim diapers, and they showed the swim diaper for 1,000th of a second. Okay, and he had to pay like $7 grand, and he got 15 orders. But 15 orders, 15 or nothing, you know, for paying $7,500, nothing. And if he would have spent that money on these lower ranking influencers, if he spent $7,500, he probably would have got hundreds, if not thousands of orders. But you just got to find your groove. Now, this is the tip. Okay. If you go to Instagram and you have 1 million followers or 2 million followers, it's going to cost you a lot of money. If you go to TikTok and you find somebody with 2 or 3 million viewers or followers, it'll cost you next to nothing, because the people on TikTok are really trying to build their engagement and to just to get the word out there. They are not charging the same amount as Instagram or Facebook. So if you've got something that you want to publish, you know, a great product, take a look at TikTok, see what kind of resonates with you and your product, and reach out to them.
Exactly. As recent research has also been out that for the 2021, the biggest marketing channels to be looked forward are Instagram and TikTok. These will be the next big marketing channels for this year, especially to follow. So TikTok and Instagram are the key marketing channels, especially for this year. And this is what the recent research has been published in different journals and different marketing and advertisement journals. So yes, TikTok is the next big thing.
And so there is another channel that nobody is talking about too much right now, but it really is going to explode in 2021, and that's Clubhouse. Clubhouse, you have to have an invitation only. But Clubhouse is the next big social media channel in my eyes.
All right, perfect. So how do you see the difference between an influencer and a brand ambassador? What is the difference between the two?
All right. So they are the same. However, like that 5-tier, that pyramid that we're talking about, as you go up, you have to pay an influencer more. It might be free towards the bottom, or $10 or $25, not expensive. As you go up, it could be thousands, tens of thousands to get somebody to promote your product. You might even have to give them equity in the company if it's big enough. So pay a big dollar. A brand ambassador. So if you can take a customer and you talk to that customer, engage with the customer on social media, they end up loving your product. You can turn that person into an influencer. So maybe they have a network. Everybody, for the most part, has an Instagram or a Facebook account, and they might promote your product on their network. And a lot of the times they might be able to write a blog article or do a video or do an image, and you might pay them a few bucks, especially lower levels. Up higher, you have to pay them a lot more. The difference between the two is if somebody loves your product, is passionate about your product, you can take those passionate people, influencers, and turn them into a brand ambassador. Now, those brand ambassadors, a lot of the times, are actually under contract with you. They buy the product for a very low discount. We're not talking about full price, giveaways. We're talking about 10% off, 15% off. They have to buy it so many times a year. They have to give you so many images, so many videos, so many blog articles. Now, typically with the images and the videos, that's free. We choose to pay our influencers or our brand ambassadors for content, if they have to sit there and write for a half hour or an hour about our product, it's only fair that you treat them fairly. And the more you treat them fairly, the more content. That's what this is all about. It's about content you're going to get. Google loves content. Amazon loves content. They want brands to build communities. So by treating your brand ambassadors properly, you get them under contract. They're going to be giving you the product. You own the product, and you can spread it and repurpose it throughout all your social media channels as well as on Amazon.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So very important questions, that my actually students and my community and a lot of sellers that we sit together, we usually discuss a lot about what exactly is the right channel to find these influencers, and how do we know that these are relevant to our product or our product category or our product niche. How to find relevant influencers. Is that something to do with it or not?
Man, you must have done your research. Yeah, that's an incredible question. I don't get that a lot, but you have to, just because somebody shows they have 100,000 influencers, I can hire a group anywhere. Go to Fiverr. I can hire somebody to get me 100,000 followers overnight. Does that mean they're good? No.
No.
Relevant to your product. So best way to find out if they're fake or not. See if just go take a look at the engagement. See if it's proportionate to the followers. So if you've got 1 million people and only 3 people are, talking about it on a per post, something's fishy. Or you take a look at what people are saying. And if you see that, oh, this is awesome, beautiful, cool, emoji, it's all bot driven, and you know that they're fake. So I can do that in a day, or I can do that in a split second, just set up an automated bot that goes out and just says, oh, love this image, beautiful, fake, run, but if you find somebody that has maybe, and I'll get to this in a second, but when you find a blogger that's interested in healthy pet products or healthy dog products, you go to their blog articles and you can see they're very well written. You can link to or go to their social media. You can see that real people are asking questions or commenting on the images or the videos, and they have a real community. And I want to go back to this community with brand ambassadors and building up all these people, is that Amazon is looking for this. I don't know if you've talked about this in your group, but it's so important. Amazon posts, Amazon posts are the social media for Amazon for images. Amazon Live is for video. And in the near future, they've got beta going out. You've got brand story pages. So you've noticed probably that if you go to your brand feed or if you go to Live, you're starting to see followers. Well, they want you to build a community. They've actually stated that they want you to build these brand communities. These influencers are the people that are going to do it. But the big question is, how do you find them? And how do you find them, at a very low cost? One of the ways that you can, each platform has their own way of reaching out. So you can go to, you can go over to Instagram, TikTok, wherever. You can look under popular hashtags and see who's engaging, see who's the most relevant. And then what you can do is just contact that person. But I wouldn't do it right away. For any of the ones I'm going to be going through right now, one of the secrets are engage with them. So you want to follow them. You might want to start commenting or posting on what you're doing. And then you want to ask them, just say, hey, I've been following you for, whatever, really like what you're doing. Would you like to take a look at my product? I think it's perfect for your, for your followers. The other way of doing it is like this slide. I'm going to stick with pets. So let's say you're a dog influencer. You can just type into Google dog influencer, and you could put it under quotation marks. And then that way it's got to be very specific. You can drill down and you can say, hey, I'm going to be a bulldog influencer. And I got to tell you, we have, I don't know if you know of a dog like schnauzers, but it's a German dog. And my buddy and I started a company where we built a community around schnauzer dogs. That's how specific it was. We got 175,000 people engaging with schnauzer dogs, which I thought was crazy. Then you could go in and you could type in dog blogger or pet blogger. Like, I don't like pet because it would be too broad, but you can go dog or bulldog blogger. If you're selling treats, so I sell like bully sticks. That's one of my products. So I could go to a bully stick blog, or I can, this is really, nobody does this. So I could go to Purina, which is a dog food company, and I could go to their blog, and they have like really great professional writers writing their blog. If I like a blog, I type this in. Just remember the word related and colon. And then you could just copy that blog article, like the URL in front of it. And you're going to get a list on Google of every blog article that's related to that type of blog. You're going to have a list of bloggers right there that you could reach out to. Now, I won't spend a lot of time on Facebook, but on Facebook, here's what we call a search string. So in Google, you put the word site, Facebook.com. It tells Google where to go. And then in brackets, 1,000 ... to 10,000 likes. So it's telling Google that go to Facebook, 10,000 likes, 1,000 to 10,000 likes, and then home, which will show profiles.
Yep.
And if you want to be a bit more specific, you can put in the exact same thing I just said, plus space dog treats. And that's going to show you people that sell dog treats on Insta or on Facebook, 1,000 to 10,000 likes. And if you want, like, let's say you take a look at your reports and you find out that you sell a lot of these dog treats in Tampa, Florida, or that you want to geo-target Tampa, Florida for some reason, you do that and it's going to just geo-target on a specific place. Now, the next slide I have is this is my favorite. So that is, nope, that's this one here. You can put the same thing like site, Instagram.com, dog treats. Oh, back one. And this is the one beside it to the right. Dan Fernandez showed me this over at Thomason. And this is the one that I use, and I use to this day. So put in the word site, Instagram.com, your keyword and advertising. So bully stick advertising. It says to Instagram, you want to find somebody that is wants to advertise bully sticks. And then in quotations, Instagram photos and videos. And that's going to tell you that it's going to tell Instagram somebody who's an influencer who wants to promote your product, bully sticks, with photos and videos. And then at the end, space minus explore. The search string is right here in this slide. And what that says is get rid of all the junk. So it's so easy to find.
Yep. That's really amazing tips. And I think majority of us may not have any idea about it. So excellent tips, excellent tricks. Thank you, Norman. So one very important question that we can obviously think of, and most of my students also ask, that how can we find influencers and how can we ask them to do influencer marketing specifically for Amazon?
Okay. I should mention, because let's say that this is too tough or somebody doesn't want to do all this work. There are paid influencer platforms. So one of the best ones out there is Thomason, Tomson, Thomason.com. And they have a group of hundreds of thousands of influencers in different pet niches They have 5 different types of campaigns that you can ask them to do for you, and they're all there. So they've got their profiles, so you don't have to do all the digging, so you can check it out. The other one is Intellifluence.com. Another one is Upfluence, and probably one of the best, but it's expensive. It's $99 a month. It's called BuzzSumo. And so you can type in your niche, and you can go and you can see all these influencers. Now there is another one, and it's a huge. This is the one that we own, or we don't own. We subscribe to. If you're a big seller and you can afford this, you can go to Cision, CISION, and they have the world's largest database of influencers. It costs between $5,000 and $10,000 a year. But if you're a big seller, it makes the job a lot easier, and you can reach out to people, and you type in the niche, you type in the sub niche, and you're going to find people. I believe that they have it's hundreds of thousands of influencers. So, and the question that you were asking about how you can work with Amazon. I love content. That's why I bought a content company. Content is king right now. And Amazon has it with the new updates to the A9 algorithm, external links to Amazon to right back to your listing are loved. So one of the ways that we work with influencers is we will ask them to post a blog article, and link that back to our product page. So external link coming back from an influencer that's probably going to have a lot of traffic. Google's going to love it because it's education and knowledge based. It's going to help out the influencer, and it's going to help you out on Amazon and in Google. The other way that you can do this is at the most complicated. But if you take one of these pieces, it will help you out. Let's say that you want to write a really good blog article about bully sticks. You write a 1,500 word blog article. You don't keyword stuff. It's a really great, like, tell your crowd, your group to make sure that they have really good writers. Secondly, I don't have anything to do with this, but I'll tell you what we make our writers use an app called Phrase, FRASE.com. Phrase takes it, what you'll do is you'll put in your keyword phrase, bully sticks. It will automatically go out. It'll find relevant information from the best influencers, summarize it so you can give it to your writers. They can very easily write a whole article very quickly, and then you can upload it, and it'll tell you how to be on first page, what you're missing out, what keywords. So we have all of our writers using that. So the reason I'm saying that is you write a 1,500 word article. Within the article, you hire somebody to either create a video on YouTube, put it on YouTube, link the YouTube over to your Amazon page, embed it into your article. And within that article, you're going to be talking about bully sticks. I'm going to say, for more information on bully sticks, check out this link. It goes back to Amazon. You're getting it from there. And now you've got an article, a high quality article on Google. Now, if you really wanted to boost that even more, I'd write a press release linking to your Amazon article. And then the press release would be linked over to your content, and then which could be your blogger. Okay. And now you're getting the power of a press release, sending out 300 or 400 authority links. You've got your blogger, and then you've got the YouTube video. It can be as simple or as complicated as you want, but just get the blogger to put in that raw link over to your Amazon page. So that's how you can easily do it. But I've got a really great case study on, this is what, like Paul Barron is my partner. This is what he did. And I can show you how and I think that's the next slide. All right, back up to it'll be where all those pictures are on Instagram. Yeah, right there. Oh, one more, I think. Nope, one more. It's going to be all the pictures from Instagram. So I think it's, where did it go?
Which one?
It has 3 columns and it shows, yeah, there. Okay. So this is my partner's brand. He's not afraid of sharing his brand. He dominates the whole niche, and he's done it strictly by influencers. So just to give you a bit of an overview, this product, Bo and Bell, is a swim diaper. By using influencers, he's been able to take most of the main keywords and make them best sellers, not only Amazon choice, but bestseller badge, which is the most important. He put out, he had a campaign trying to recruit influencers back in February 14th using ManyChat, but you could do it yourself, you know, just going out and reaching out. He started to get photos on March 21st. And by March 29th, he was off to the races. So wow. Yeah, we were getting it on a regular basis. So if you go to the next slide, which shows the pink image, with a lady. There. So how would you like this? So right now, the last 3 months, we've gotten 2,000 photos, 2,000 photos. And about a month ago, he needed to get videos for Amazon Live. So he reached out. He said, "Hey, I need you to spotlight these features on my diapers." And overnight, over the weekend, he got 30 videos for Amazon Live. Hey, it's crazy what you can do. And guess how much it cost them? Zero. 2,000 photos cost him zero. This year, he's got 6,000 pieces of user-generated content that has cost him zero.
Wow.
And what he's got from that is well over $1 million in sales. Strictly on influencers. So if you want to go to the next, which is the next one, the next screenshot is, yeah, this is what he does. So you can start off by, you know, if you're, let's say you've got, if you're working off of a website, it's better because you can trap people's emails. If it's working off of Amazon, it's a little bit tougher. So here's how we get around that. If they come to our website and we're giving them some sort of value added, maybe an extra diaper or an extra small pack of diapers, if they go through the website rather than going to Amazon, okay, now you get their email. Or we go over to Facebook and we create an audience and we go and, like, you know, mommy bloggers, like mommy bloggers have kids. They're perfect for this. They want to have swim diapers, you know, and you could, like, there's so many ways that you can create an audience in Facebook, and you start driving traffic over to them. Once they start to communicate with you, like maybe you get 15% off or whatever it is, buy one, get one free. Now you've got their email address. This would be the next. This would be the next thing that we sent. This is what we sent out 2017, very similar 2018, 19, and 20. But it's they've just bought the product from either Facebook or from the site. We've got their email, and it just says follow or like us in a post. Repost this image, tag 3 people, tag us, and you can see the hashtag. If your profile's private, make it public, tag a friend, and lastly, enter the word entered. Now, when we see that, it goes to an application, a contract. that says, enter your information here. This is what you have to do. So it says that they have to buy, I think, I put the landing page on, and this is guys, this is exactly what we do. So I didn't want to hold anything back. Okay, so the next one shows the landing page, that one. And I'm going to have to blow that up because I have bad eyes. And so what this tells people is they come over to this page and it says, hey, here's the benefits of becoming a brand ambassador. You get 50% off reimbursement, up to 3 swim diapers and blah, 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 1 rash guard. Tells them exactly what they get. It has a video explaining, what Bow and Bell, what it is, how to apply, what is a brand enthusiast. And when they click either the click to apply now, the 2 orange buttons, they go to a Facebook Messenger chatbot. It doesn't have to be. And you get an application. So they write out the application and now they're a brand ambassador. So to tell you how easy this is, we did this. I've got a knife brand, and it's not mine, actually. It's one of my clients. And we started this a month ago, and we've already got 30 brand ambassadors. Now, remember, a brand ambassador, that means we've got hundreds of influencers working for us, and 30 have signed up. So all of those people have bought one of these knives. These knives are 120 to 150 bucks. So we got all those sales. Plus we've got all these 30 brand ambassadors with their network writing content and pushing out free promotion, free external traffic over to our page.
Wow. Amazing. Great.
Yeah.
Examples. Yeah.
And I also, Danish, I also wanted to provide the workflow, so I'm just going to blow this up on my screen so I can see it, but there's no secrets. This is how you just have to follow this from customizing the program. Just go down and follow each one, and it'll tell you how to recruit. It's going to tell you how to promote. It's going to tell you to build an active community. Now, every single brand is different. So that's why I said, the secret sauce. That secret sauce might be getting a person to buy the shampoo, but giving them a half bottle or a sample size conditioner. It might be with one of the more expensive knives, giving them an inexpensive knife. There's a variety of different things to get them. You can't give away a PDF. I mean, you could give away a cookbook or something, but if you're giving something of no value, you're going to get nothing. If you can give value, so just like a Facebook page, value, 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 then promote. And that's the same thing here. If you give high quality value, you'll recruit, just like the knife company, within a month, like 20 to 30 brand ambassadors. That's a huge amount of brand ambassadors.
Perfect. Exactly. Okay. Thanks a lot, Norman. It's been a great session. One last thing that I would like you to just share with the audience, that any tips or any additional strategy to follow for the year 2021 for Amazon launches that people would like to follow it ahead now. So any special tip that you would like to give them regarding marketing or product selection or whatever you can say?
Sure. Launch strategy. I call it the 4 pillars of launch success. So we go in with PPC, and I love these new automated campaigns. They're not like the old ones, because you can do negative targets with the ASINs. It could actually be quite a profitable campaign. But I always start with PPC, which leads into, I still use rebates. I still use good quality rebates tied into press releases. So the keywords I'm using to get sales momentum with the rebates I'm making sure that that's in the press release. The next phase to this is building the community for Amazon. If you're not building the Amazon post community or live, you're missing out on tons of traffic. One post that we did in the holidays got 200,000 impressions. So, and we have an average on this one product of 20,000 impressions. That's getting us probably an extra 10–20%. Next is that and on the content side, by the way, you got to get in to editorial recommendations. If you're not getting into Amazon's editorial recommendations, you're missing out on 20 to 30% of the sales. That's the stats right now. And the last pillar of this success for us to drive external traffic is doing what I just told you. If you're not working with brand influencers or brand ambassadors, you're missing out. Amazon, it's a level playing field for 90% of the people who just go and advertise or put up their listing. I probably say 95%. For the 5% that go and do that other stuff, they're the ones that are winning out.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difference you need to create, because if everybody's following the same strategy, if everybody's putting on the PPCs and doing automatic campaigns and ASIN targetings and everything, so there would be no difference between you and the others, because everybody's selling the same item. Then there is no difference that you would like to create. Right. So the difference is actually in your content, in your approach, and definitely the way you are marketing. So that's the right way to do it. Thanks a lot, Norman. This is an amazing session. Everybody is, in fact, loving it. You can see in the comments. And we would love to have you again on our platform. It's a great community. You will love it. And everybody has started loving you. So amazing experience. Thank you so much for your time, Norman. It's been a real pleasure to have you on Sunday, actually. So very thank you for coming out for us on Sunday, actually. It's Sunday noon. Thank you so much. And see you again on our platform. Good luck and take care, and thank you so much.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Bye.